Welcome everybody to this virtual training event with the latest groundbreaking ReSound technology. I'm Andreas Sanderhoff, the General Manager for Australia and New Zealand, and the first thing I would like to do today is to thank you all for being here with us and for investing your time in this virtual training event. Over the last many years, I think it's fair to say that GN Hearing and ReSound had brought some groundbreaking, incredible innovation to the market. We are very proud to be pioneers in the hearing industry. That's exactly why we're here today. We have been creating lots of firsts, anything from the first open fit hearing aid to the made for iPhone technology, all which have allowed end users to have a much more natural hearing experience no matter what their lifestyle needs are or have been. We are very much committed to make life sound better. We are continuously striving to bring the latest and best technology to the market, and that's exactly why we're here today. Having that said, I am very excited to introduce our team and have them explain to you all of the benefits made possible by our newest innovation, allowing your clients to hear like no others. Welcome to ReSound ONE. Enjoy.
Hi everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Whether you're in your clinic room or chilling at home, make yourselves comfortable as we dive into everything ReSound ONE. I'm Lisa McBride, the Senior Product Specialist here at GN Hearing, and I'll be guiding you through this session today, uncovering everything about ReSound's newest addition to the product portfolio. In your GoToWebinar panel, you'll have a section where you can add in some questions. Feel free to type questions throughout the session and our team will respond to you as we go. In today's session, we're going to look at the ReSound philosophy of organic hearing and at how this underpins everything we do at ReSound. We'll look at how we use this technology in our groundbreaking new Marine technology before diving into our new advanced feature technologies to help clients in those noisier environments. We'll look at how we can really make the most of all these technologies in ReSound SmartFit before looking at the new ergonomically and aesthetically designed new hardware. We'll bring things all together, looking at how the new ReSound ONE device fits into the ReSound hearing ecosystem. At ReSound, our intention has always been to create the most natural environment for our clients. We don't try to be smarter than the Audrey system or try to tell our clients what they should be listening to. Instead, we create intelligent solutions that adapt to the individual client, to the environment around them, and to their lifestyle needs. We've been doing this philosophy for quite some time now, and it's called organic hearing. This philosophy of organic hearing has meant that we've been able to bring out some pretty incredible technologies over the years. Even underlying sound processing strategy uses organic hearing to mimic the way the inner ear processes sound. One of the big groundbreaking signs of this organic hearing was when we released the first open fit hearing aid, ReSound Air. This wasn't just a big landmark for ReSound, but for the industry as a whole, making sound sound a lot more natural and opening the client's ears up to the world around them. I hope as we go through today that you'll see that ReSound ONE is another big leap forward, not just for ReSound, but the audiology industry as a whole. In order to provide the most organic listening experience, we need to think firstly, how does the natural hearing experience work? Think about your day so far. Did you get the train to work? You might have heard the sound of the train going, the announcements for what stop is coming next, or the other passengers around you. You would have been able to focus and attend to or ignore particular sounds without much effort at all. Or you may have been lucky enough to go for a walk before you started your day, hearing the sounds of the birds tweeting, the trees rustling. All these sounds really add to this immersive experience, giving us depth and detail to the environment and provoking a lot of emotions at the same time. For a lot of clients, they do miss out on these lovely environmental sounds, and it can make it difficult for them to follow conversations, particularly in a noisier environment. In recent surveys, they found that 93% of clients still struggle to hear in more challenging listening environments, and 55% still struggle to localise where sounds are coming from around them. This is important not just for helping us to identify where sounds are in the environment, but it adds this spatial immersive sound quality, as well as helping us to attend to different speakers in a group environment. This isn't surprising because actually 90% of devices sold nowadays are actually picking sounds up more behind you rather than from in front. This is because of the popularity of receiver in the ear and behind the ear devices. So if we're wearing a device with the microphones up here, you might as well not have an outer ear at all. This spatial awareness doesn't just add to the localization abilities, but it really adds to giving this natural awareness of the sounds around us. But for everyone, what's natural is different. Because of different shapes and sizes of ears, it creates different resonance. So what's natural to me wouldn't be natural to you. So how can we use our organic hearing philosophy to really truly give an individualized and unique customized fitting experience for our client using their own individual outer ear information? We're now going to hear from Christy Krautz, who's our account manager and product specialist in Perth, who's going to tell us how this is all possible with some groundbreaking new technology available in ReSound ONE.
All of our ears are different. Just like a fingerprint, your hearing and your ear is one of a kind. So then why do the majority of hearing aid fittings today completely ignore our outer ear? Our pinner creates a lot of natural directional cues and spatial awareness, which helps us when localizing where sounds are coming from. But with traditional hearing aids, we have the microphone placed on the top of the ear. And all our outer ear is doing is keeping the hearing aid in place. In recent years, a number of hearing aid manufacturers, including us at GN Hearing, recognized this as a challenge and did some really clever things to try and improve this. This worked well, and it allowed our users to hear better and recognize where sounds are coming from better. However, there is a catch. During some research, when we investigated the sound quality and localization ability of clients wearing this technology, we found that they use average ear data. So this will benefit some clients more than others, depending on the size of your ear and shape. How did we at GN Hearing embrace our philosophy of organic hearing in ReSound ONE to improve on this? We did this by not just using average ear data, but the wearer's own individual ear. Why hear with someone else's ears when you can hear with your own? This is made possible with the groundbreaking, world-first Marie technology. Marie stands for microphone and receiver in the ear. By placing a third microphone in the ear canal, sound is collected naturally, and clients have improved localization and sound quality. This creates a more natural sound quality and a sense of the world around us. Let's take a closer look at some of the benefits of having a third microphone positioned inside the ear. Spectrograms can be used to show how the placement of microphones inside the ear canal can be used to preserve spatial cues, the natural response of the ear. A spectrogram is a visual way of representing strengths or loudness of a signal over time at various frequencies. On the spectrograms, you can see that the blue area has less intensity and red greater intensity of different frequencies collected at different positions around the head. But really, we're looking at the shape. The advantage and benefit areas of improved localization and natural sound quality have their origin in the way that the external ear shapes sound. This image shows the sound information or cues and intensities that are received at an eardrum as the sound source moves around the head. The intensities of sound are represented by different colors. Take note of the pattern of these colors in this image. Now, as mentioned before, some technologies rely on pinna restoration. This is an added average influence of a human external ear. We can see from the color pattern that some of the information from the open ear is maintained. But in truth, the patterns are largely diminished. It is still an improvement on a standard hearing aid fitting. With a standard hearing aid, with only 2 microphones on the top of the ear and no pinna restoration, this really distorts the image and would have a big impact on our ability to localize. However, with a microphone positioned in the ear, the image is quite different from pinna restoration and from a standard fitting. Another issue with pinna compensation algorithms is that they cannot account for sound coming from all directions. They are tuned to work for sound coming from in front on the horizontal plane. In this way, they are unlike the human ear, which will shape the incoming sound uniquely as it arrives from anywhere in the surrounding space. The importance of this in terms of monaural spectral cues is obvious, but the location of sound pickup also has a dramatic effect on the binaural interaural level difference cues. With the open ear and microphone in ear images side by side, we can see that a microphone in the ear, a Marie, restores most of the information or cues provided by the open ear. This world-first revolutionary technology allows our users to truly hear with their own ears. Another great benefit of the Marie technology is when our users are outdoors, such as in a lovely situation like this one. Wind noise is a consistent problem for hearing aid users due to the wind blowing through the microphones on the outer ear. By having the microphone tucked inside the ear canal, instead, we actually see a natural wind noise reduction without relying on wind noise technologies. This technology has been 8 years in the making. I hope you can see why it's worth all the effort. When we combine all of these benefits together, our clients really can immerse themselves in their environments, enjoying listening to the waves while they're walking along the beach or hearing the birds tweet while at their local park. With a unique Marie technology, our clients can really hear like no other.
Thanks for that great overview of this groundbreaking new Marie technology. Let's just summarize again those 3 key benefits for our clients. Firstly, because we're placing the microphone in the ear canal and sounds are actually being picked up where nature intended, we're giving our clients a much more natural listening experience. Secondly, we're able to improve localization abilities because we're able to use those natural spatial cues that we get from our pinna. And last but not least, again, because that microphone's tucked inside the ear canal, we actually get a natural wind noise reduction without relying on any wind reduction advanced features to do this. So, as mentioned, this technology has been 8 years in the making, and I hope you can see why it's been worth the wait. Earlier we mentioned that a lot of clients are still struggling to hear in background noise and more difficult listening situations. With ReSound ONE, we have a couple of new incredible features that are going to really help those clients in those situations and help you to get more happy clients. I'm going to pass over to Christopher Brewery, who's going to tell us all about these incredible new technologies.
Imagine only being able to hear what someone or something thought was what you wanted to hear. Imagine only being able to hear the loudest sound in the environment or the loudest person who was speaking. Quite a lot of the time, the loudest person is not the person we actually want to listen to. Unfortunately, that is how hearing aid technology with traditional directionality has worked for many years. At ReSound, we take a different approach. For years, we've been developing technology to complement the unique and the natural listening processes in the brain. This has been the core of our sound philosophy. For over a decade, we've been working on this approach because we believe in allowing users, not the machine, to choose what's the most important to them. ReSound ONE introduces a new generation of directionality with organic hearing using the all-access directionality. Our brain naturally uses information from both ears to evaluate sounds for safety or importance, to discriminate speech from noise, or to help decide which sounds to attend to. Our complex auditory system works to analyse the environment and select from a variety of strategies appropriate for the situation to meet the needs of the individual user. All-access directionality aims to replicate these strategies by automatically adjusting between 3 different modes: spatial cue preservation, binaural listening, and speech intelligibility. Today, I'm going to explain how each different mode will benefit your clients while taking you on a tour of the GN Hearing Sydney office. In most everyday situations, we want our listening experience to sound as natural as possible and allow us to take in the world that's around us. While standing here in our local production area, I need to be able to localise all of the sounds around me in order to build a picture of my environment. The spatial cue preservation mode allows the wearer to hear what's around them, intuitively tuning in to the sounds, whether that's a colleague walking past or the sound of the machinery or someone calling me into a meeting. Both hearing aids would function in an omnidirectional mode, and the signal is enhanced with additional technology to maximise the spatial cues. For fittings using a standard receiver, ReSound Spatial Sense technology implements pinhole restoration and binaural compression to restore those spatial cues. However, if the client has a marine fitting, individualised spatial cues will be utilised, providing a unique sense of the world around them. According to our user data, the devices will spend approximately 78% of the time in this spatial cue preservation mode. While this mode has its advantages, it is of course not sufficient in every environment. In more dynamic listening situations, the binaural listening mode would be preferred. Think of the last time you were with a group of friends or colleagues. Did you spend the whole time talking directly to the person who was in front of you? Of course you didn't. And how often have you heard clients say, look, when I'm out, I can hear the person who's sitting opposite me on the table, but I can't hear the person who's sitting beside me. In situations such as this, when you're out with friends or with your colleagues in meetings like these, it's important that our focus can shift as our listening needs shift. You may be involved in one conversation, but switch to another that sounds more interesting. This is where binaural listening strategy with the all-access directionality comes into play, allowing listeners the ability to focus and monitor their environment simultaneously, while shifting focus from time to time. This is achieved through the asymmetrical directionality, where one hearing aid provides an omnidirectional approach to monitor the environment, while the other ear provides full directionality for focus. While asymmetrical modes have been provided by ReSound hearing aids in the past, ReSound ONE takes this technology to a whole nother level. The directional signal provider takes advantage of the input from both hearing aids, using the all-new binaural beamformer along with an improved band split directionality to maintain naturalness, spatial awareness, and the ultimate sound quality. This technology allows our clients the best of both worlds, providing an improved signal-to-noise ratio while maintaining a natural listening experience. There are some situations where even those of us with normal hearing thresholds will still struggle to manage. In these situations, all-access directionality will select the speech intelligibility mode. In this situation, both devices will enter a binaural weighted beamforming strategy, providing the greatest signal-to-noise ratio. This mode is more rarely chosen, about 10% of the time. But even in this more focused mode, the devices will still maintain an awareness of surrounding sounds using a split band directionality approach. This mode will provide the wearer with improved speech perception to help even in our busy lunchroom. As you can see, with all access directionality, ReSound ONE gives the brain everything it needs to process sound with greater depth and direction. The result is an effortless ability to tune into every conversation and all the sounds of life. It also offers users the convenience of one program that can cater to any listening situation, even the most challenging. There may be times that the client wants to override the automatic setting and focus predominantly on what is in front of them. I'm going to hand back over to Lisa now, who's going to show us how the client can take control of their listening experience using another new directionality feature of ReSound ONE.
I think we've all been in a situation at one time or another where we've been trying to focus on something that's become overwhelmed by the noise around us. Whether we've been in a restaurant or a bar with some friends and you're trying to hear a funny story, or you're in a popular cafe like this one trying to place a coffee order, it can be really difficult to hear over that background noise. And imagine you actually got a hearing loss in the mix. That's going to make it even more challenging. For a long time now, clinicians and assisted hearing aid manufacturers have been trying to utilise noise reduction and directionality technology to help our clients in these situations. ReSound ONE has come out with 2 new directionality features to help in these more challenging situations. With all access directionality, our clients can feel at ease with some automatic adjustments adapting to the environment around them. But there are situations where our clients might want to override those automatic settings and take control of their listening environment. That's where UltraFocus comes in. UltraFocus is a user-controlled program that lets them focus on what they want to hear and dull down background noise around them. It gives them confidence even in those most challenging listening environments. UltraFocus can be seen in the SmartFit software and easily selected as another program option. It includes different presets that are specifically designed to help in more noisy or reverberant environments. It can help it to keep the user at ease. It can be really easily selected then for the client within their push button, with a remote control, or within the Smart Safety app. Hi. Can I get along back?
Of course.
Thank you.
Just 350.
So you might be thinking to yourself now, how is this amazing technology made possible? With ReSound ONE, we have a whole new chipset, which includes a magnetic induction radio. This radio means that we can actually share more information between the devices and create a very high directional beam. This means we can give our clients a better signal-to-noise ratio than would be possible with traditional directional technology, meaning more clarity in those more challenging listening environments. Beamforming technology that we're using here isn't new to the industry. It's been very well researched over the years. But how it's been done in different manufacturers has been a little bit different. With traditional beamforming technology, sometimes clients can experience a very tunnel listening approach. They can feel very cut off from the environment around them. With ReSound ONE, we tried to see how we could utilise beamforming technology in our organic hearing philosophy, maintaining that natural awareness of what's going on around you, so you don't miss out on some of the important things.
To ensure that our clients don't have to put up with this tunnel listening sensation, for more than 10 years now at ReSound we've used what we call a split band directional strategy. This helps us maintain a natural sound quality even when we're in a directional mode. We've taken this to the next level with ReSound ONE by using a multi-split band approach. So this means that we actually separate the different frequencies into 3 different bands. Let's start with our low frequencies. So we actually keep these in an omnidirectional mode. This means that we're able to preserve a much more natural sound quality and our intraaural timing differences between our ears, helping us to localise where sounds are coming from. With our mid-frequency sounds, which are the really priorities when it comes to speech, we process these in a binaural beamforming strategy, really trying to maximise the clarity as much as possible. The split between our low frequencies and mid frequencies is determined by the audio, but we can actually adjust this in some of the higher level technologies to further personalise the fitting experience. After 5 kHz, our highest frequencies are actually processed in a fixed directional mode. This helps us to preserve our monaural spectral cues and reduce the amount of distortion that could be caused by our intraaural level differences being impacted. This helps us to be able to follow changing sound sources or newly entering sound sources. For our clients, the end result is its improved clarity without compromising the natural awareness around them.
So these are a couple of really cool things that UltraFocus is already able to do, but we've actually done even more. Think about a real world scenario. You're not going to have an even spread of noise around you. You're going to have more noise to the right or the left, depending on the situation you're in. And you might be changing and moving, changing the spread of the noise. Think of where I am right now. I've got the coffee machines and customers on one side, and I've got some other customers talking on the other. So there's actually more noise on my right side than my left right now. The devices are actually able to take this into account with a weighted beamforming strategy, where we actually use more information from the less noise here in that blended in, meaning that you get even more improvement in a noisier listening environment. So right now where I am, more information will be taken from my left ear than my right ear. It's giving me extra clarity and improved listening in this popular cafe. Thank you. With ReSound ONE, we can really give back the depth and direction to our clients' listening experience using UltraFocus. And it's actually been found to give an improvement of up to 30% with speech perception abilities. With UltraFocus, our clients can get back to doing what they know and love. We can really help them to meet those lifestyle goals that they have and give them confidence to go out there and enjoy life and really let them hear like no other. We've learned a lot now about the amazing advanced features and technologies of ReSound ONE. We're now going to hear from Rick Hodgins, our product specialist in Melbourne, who's going to tell us more about how we can really elevate these features within the ReSound SmartFit fitting software.
Thank you, Lisa. A great hearing aid also needs to partner with a great fitting software. As clinicians, we spend a lot of time in the fitting software personalizing the listening experience for an individualized, tailored fit. The software needs to have an easy and have an intuitive workflow, but with the detail and advanced feature options available to get the fitting just right. ReSound has elevated the word smart in SmartFit with more automatic features and innovative solutions than ever before. The improved ReSound SmartFit works with you, ensuring you provide your best care every time. Over the next several minutes, I'm going to give you an introduction into how SmartFit provides an accurate, comfortable and individualized first fit and beyond. Let's imagine you're in your clinic in front of your computer. You're probably in your clinic in front of your computer right now, but you're about to fit a new client with a set of ReSound ONE hearing aids. You're excited and you want to give your best first impression of these new devices. So where does it all start? Well, with the hearing instrument detection, of course. And now the ReSound SmartFit connection workflow is even more intuitive than ever before. And so how is this possible? Well, firstly, because of automatic receiver detection. When you connect your ReSound ONE devices, the fitting software will detect whether the device is a left or a right, the length and the power of each receiver. This means there's no more guesswork into reading the small numbers or which device is which. Here's a preview of the automatic receiver detection process. Before you open up SmartFit, be sure to have your NovaLink wireless connected and your new SureFit 3 receivers attached. Click Connect in the top right corner of the Smart Launcher screen and remove the hearing instruments from the charger or close the battery doors on non-rechargeable models. Once the hearing instruments are found, select them from the list and notice that they are already assigned left and right. If you do change the receiver's software, you will be prompted a change has been made and automatically the software will recalculate the gain and output settings for the prescribed prescription. So you're off to a great start with easily navigating the first few screens. So how can we ensure a customized fitting for the individual client? You are now in the patient menu screen where you will see prescribed first fit. The screen allows you to select the patient experience level of the client. Previous versions of the software would only adjust gain and output targets for a comfortable first fit. Now, when you select comfort or first time user, there will also be adjustments made to noise tracker 2, impulse noise reduction and expansion. These adjustments are guided by peer-reviewed evidence, where a new or a first-time user typically prefers noise reduction level features to be set at a slightly higher level compared to an experienced user. Benefit to the client is a great first impression. Benefit to the clinician is more time-saving and less need for fine-tuning. Now that the devices have been initially set up, we can now really begin to personalize the fitting even more for our clients' lifestyle needs. Are they very social? Do they love the great outdoors? Or do they love listening to music? We can use this information previously obtained to decide on the most appropriate program options and advanced feature selections. All ReSound fittings will start with an all-round program, and this is the client's everyday automatic program that will continuously analyze the environment and adjust to meet their needs across a wide range of listening environments. This is where you will find our all-new, all-access directionality feature. We will also find other adaptive advanced features that help ensure comfort and clarity in more challenging listening environments. This program will serve our clients in their everyday lives, ensuring that they are ready for anything. Ultra focus. For clients who wish to have more control over their listening environment, we can very easily provide them with the benefits of the new ultra focus feature. Ultra focus can now be seen as a specific program option and utilizes a combination of state-of-the-art binaural beamforming and noise reduction technology through its own advanced feature presets. In these situations, such as ordering a drink at a bar or listening to a partner across a table, Ultra Focus will allow clients to experience the best one-to-one hearing experience in the toughest of listening environments. One of the great benefits of ReSound ONE is the amazing Marie technology. This will automatically be used in the Program One all-around program through all-access directionality. However, there is another way we can utilize the third microphone with our clients. When exploring the various directionality options, you may come across a mode called Marie. This program will utilize the Marie in spatial cue preservation mode, resulting in a more natural and accurate sound localization and improved comfort in wind. This could be really useful in setting up an outdoors program, for example, for a client who is an avid bird watcher, or who needs to be able to localize where the sounds are coming from in the outdoors environment, but kept comfortable at the same time. Another option within the software is a mute function. Life can be unpredictable, and having the ability to have access to a mute function from the hearing aids immediately provides comfort and control in all situations. Just ask a client who's currently working remotely at home and is in the process of having a new garage built. When they need a quiet moment to think, all they need to simply do is to activate the mute function on the back of the hearing aids by pressing the button. This ability to mute the devices is available on all ReSound ONE hearing aids. You can locate and access the mute function within the device controls menu. I hope this gives you an introduction into the SmartFit software and makes you excited to start setting up some ReSound ONE devices for your clients and let them experience all the incredible benefits for themselves.
It's clear from looking at the recent SmartFit software that there's so much we can do to really optimize these incredible new features and create more help for our clients in their various lifestyle goals. But we're not just restricted to making all these adjustments in clinic. With ReSound Assist Live, we can actually make these adjustments from anywhere at any time. So imagine you have a client who says that when I'm in this clinic room, the hearing aids sound great, but it's nice and quiet in here. It's when I'm in my local cafe with my friends that I really struggle to hear. Instead of having your client come back to the clinic, why not actually make their next appointment when they're in their favourite cafe with their friends? You could even try setting up the new Ultrafocus program and get some real-time feedback from them rather than waiting to hear from them when they get back on their next visit. This again can lead to more satisfied clients and greater personalisation. So it's not all about what goes on under the hood. We have to think about the amazing new hardware itself of ReSound ONE. We're going to hear from Kate, who's our product manager for the ReSound brand, who's going to tell us all about the incredible new advancements in this new hardware.
Thanks, Lisa, for that introduction. Just like a fingerprint, your hearing, needs, preferences and style is unique and one of a kind. With that in mind, I'm so excited to show you the beautiful and functional new design and hardware options of ReSound ONE. Each change has been made with purpose and brings true benefit to your clients and also to you as clinicians. I'm not going to only introduce to you the new hardware elements, but also explain why these changes matter. So let's start with the hearing aid itself. After all, we need a place to put all of this fantastic technology. With ReSound ONE, it has a brand new chip. This chip provides 50% more processing power, 220% more memory, and 20% reduced power consumption in non-rechargeable models. This is what makes all of the wonderful new audiological features possible. Also with the new design, it has been built with the ultimate comfortable and adaptability so that every individual user can hear like no other. ReSound ONE comes in 3 new form factors. We have the 261 models, so we have the rechargeable, and then the 61 with the 312 battery, and then we have the 62 with the size 13 battery. Both of the 61 models have a flat push button, whereas the 62 model has the rocker switch. It also comes with a telecoil. With every new model comes even more durability. ReSound ONE has an IP rating of 68 and is a completely enclosed model with nano coating that can withstand dust and water. As your preferences, skin colour, hair is also one of a kind. We have a really exciting new range of colours. We have 8 new colours and with a really cosmetically appealing colour palette, conveying high design and quality. This is a match for everyone. On the ear, ReSound ONE sits nice and low on the ear for a really secure, snug and cosmetically appealing fit. You know, you've probably had a few times where the hearing hasn't really been fitting that well on the client. You might have had to go up in length with the tubing or the receiver wire so that the hearing aid really sits well behind the ear, which can be a bit of a pain. However, what you'll find with ReSound ONE, it actually has a weighted lower centre of gravity. This actually means that your clients can feel confident that the hearing aids are not only in place, but also fit really comfortably. As the device sits low on the ear, the directionality, because of the placement of the microphones, is optimized. Another awesome element with the design of the hearing aid is the usability for the end user. So again, with the design, we have really nice, clear, cut, flat sides, making it really easy to handle, but also really easy to open and close the battery doors for the non-rechargeable models. So the battery doors have been designed so that you can actually open with the flesh of your thumb. So just simply place your thumb or finger and open the battery door with ease, making it really easy to handle, especially for those that may not have the best dexterity in their fingers. Now the next part is the SureFit 3 receivers. So we actually have 5 new receivers. So the first 4 may sound quite familiar. We have the low power, medium power, high power and ultra power. And we also have the groundbreaking Marie receiver. As you can see, the fitting ranges for each receiver strength ensure that you have an option for every client's needs. With the receiver lengths, it actually comes in 4 different sizes, starting from 0 to 4. So again, we're able to ensure comfort for any user, aesthetically appealing fit, and also better retention, so really get that really good fit for your client. With the wire itself, they actually come with new and improved ergonomic bends for a really close and discreet fit on the ear. And secondly, it also has an angled receiver nozzle to ensure that the sound is effectively transferred to exactly where it needs to be. Now, one of the most exciting parts of the receiver connection is actually the 8-pin receiver connection. I know that sounds like a lot of pins, but let me tell you why that's so great. So the extra pins allow for data transfer, which enables automatic receiver detection in ReSound SmartFit. So this will make our fittings faster, easier, and more accurate. So this design gives you, as the hearing care professional, a convenience of being able to change the receiver without a tool. So to insert the new receiver, place the bottom of the 8-pin panel into the receiver attachment on the back of the hearing aid and simply click the top of the panel into place. You can actually feel when it's correctly placed, and the panel edge of the hearing aid case will line up smoothly. To remove the receiver, hold the hearing aid so the attachment is facing you, and then with your nail, you can just simply push down on either the red or the blue receiver lever, and the top of the receiver attachment will simply pop out, and now gently lift it out of the casing. Nice and simple. And then on the end of the receiver comes the SureFit 3 domes. So with the domes, we have a multiple of options. So there is the open, the tulip, and the power dome that you are familiar with, but we also are proud to introduce the new closed dome. So the closed dome is more closed than an open dome, but less occluding than a power dome. So again, we have more options to customize the fitting for each individual client. Now with ReSound ONE, domes are an excellent starting point for a fitting, and we actually recommend to try domes first. However, you will have the odd case where the domes are not the right fit. So we still have our trusty ear mold options available, even for the Marie receiver. Also ensuring a really secure fit is a newly designed sport lock. So this has been redesigned to reinforce security provided by the new domes. It's actually easy to install and simply locks in place and sits well clear of the dome for improved dome security. And last but not least is the charger options. So as you know, with ReSound Lynx Quattro, we were really proud to release an amazing, easy to use and long-lasting rechargeable solution. We've really continued to build on that milestone. So now with ReSound ONE, we actually have 2 charger options available. We have a standard charger and a premium charger, providing your clients with even more choice and flexibility. So with the standard charger, the charger is a little compact unit, as it does not have an integrated battery. It's a slightly more affordable option. So it needs to be plugged into charge and can be left by your bedside table. However, it's also small enough to be used as a carrying case. Then we have the premium charger. So it is an improved version of our predecessor. And again, it is excellent for those that like to travel or for those that are on the go and never want to be without a charge. So with the premium charger, it has the integrated battery, providing 3 charges for a binaural set of ReSound ONE hearing aids. It has a slightly different insert for the new design of the ReSound ONE devices. So with both charger options, you get incredible battery life. One full charge gives the client 30 hours of battery life. And even if they're really into streaming, and if they're streaming 100% of the time will reduce to 25 hours. So again, that's more than a day. And because we're actually using induction charging, there's no contact to connect to when placing the devices into the charger, making it a really easy process, even for those with dexterity issues. So in summary, with all of these new aspects of the redesigned hardware and design, your clients can have confidence in the devices and a comfortable fitting experience. For you as the clinician, you're able to find the best solution for your client's individual needs every time. Thank you.
Thanks, Kate. It's great to see this new look and feel of the ReSound ONE devices and how it's going to benefit our clients. And especially that rechargeability, the fact that we've taken another leap forward with the length of battery life makes it so practical for our clients. ReSound ONE fits really nicely into the ReSound ecosystem. We're very, very proud of our wireless connectivity, being pioneers of 2.4 gigahertz, made for iPhone and the Asha compatibility in the industry. This means that we've actually got a lot of different options for our clients, again, to personalize the fitting experience even more for them and help in even more lifestyle situations. ReSound ONE is compatible with our existing range of accessories, meaning if you've got a client who's been wearing some ReSound Link Squares, for example, and they want to upgrade their hearing aids, they can still continue using that TV streamer or multi-mic that they know and love. We've also got the much loved Smart 3D app, allowing our clients to make adjustments to the volume, to the programs, like activating their new ultrafocus program, or making even more detailed changes like adjusting the noise reduction, wind reduction, and directionality. Another great benefit of ReSound ONE is that it's already compatible with the cochlear range, meaning our bimodal users can already get the most benefit from the most advanced hearing aid technology, along with the most advanced cochlear implant technology in one, letting them get all the benefits of a bimodal fitting and direct audio streaming. So we've covered a lot in today's session. We looked at the ReSound philosophy of organic hearing and how we can create a really natural listening experience for our clients. We looked at how we really live this philosophy with our new groundbreaking Re technology and how it benefits clients through improved sound quality, localization, and outdoor listening. We looked at some new advanced features like all-access directionality and ultrafocus to help our clients have confidence even in the most challenging listening environments. We also looked at how we can truly customize and elevate our fittings for our clients and create an easy and accurate fitting experience for ourselves as clinicians using ReSound SmartFit. We looked at the incredible new hardware for our clients, how this gives them a personalized and comfortable fitting experience. And we looked at how ReSound ONE fits into the hearing ecosystem, as well as compatibility for bimodal fittings. Thank you again so much for joining us today. You may already have a couple of clients in mind that you know would benefit from ReSound ONE. If you do have any questions or like support with any first fittings, please reach out to your local account manager or product specialist. Or if you're not sure who to contact, just call our office and we'll be able to point you in the right direction. If you want to continue typing questions into the questions function in GoToWebinar, we'll continue answering them. Otherwise, please reach out if you have any questions after this session. Have a lovely afternoon and thank you again.